Franschhoek came to fabulous wine estates, terrific restaurants, beautiful views, and one of the world's great motor museums, a private collection of extraordinary vehicles that I'm here today to visit and to test drive, along with probably comedy's most ardent car fan. Gerd, I remember when we had you on the show a couple of years ago, I made the mistake of asking you a question about cars, and an hour later you were still going. I've seen you happy on stage before, I've seen you happy in all sorts of parts. I've never seen you look as happy as you do today.
Man, I am in, what would the Vikings call it? Hanover. Park, no. Anyway, heaven, really. I mean, I'm literally speechless. You know me, bro. I'm never at a loss for words, but this is something else. I mean, you've got a collection of arguably some of them. I think every car in the space has got some iconic reference to some point in automotive history. It is indeed a pleasure to be on the show. Thank you very much for inviting me along in this segment particularly.
You've got this technical understanding and an absolute love of cars. Where does that come from?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. It's always been there. I'm in love with how they put together and why they put together as much as them just being there, you know? Like that one standing over there, right there, you know? I've got the history of it running through my mind at the moment. Because I know that AC brand later on became the Shelby Cobra. That was the legend car. That little small thing there evolved, the company evolved into something that became like a superstar later on. Kicked the Polonia to Ferrari at the time. I'm just saying, sorry. See, I gushed.
Now, the curator of this extraordinary collection of cars is Wayne, who is now Kurt's best friend in the whole world ever. It's a dream job if you love cars, because you're just surrounded by some extraordinary machines, Wayne.
Yeah, no, you couldn't deny it. I mean, it's one of those things that everyone says you fell with your bum in the butter type thing, but yeah.
The collection is staggering. There are a lot of cars that are immediately recognizable. There are quite a few that even Professor Kurt here had never recognized before, didn't know. What's the most unique? What's the rarest car you've got here?
I would say our 1937 Tatra, Czechoslovakian built, a lot like a Beetle, aerodynamically built, air-cooled, four-cylinder flat, just like a Beetle, but way before the Beetle. But everything's got some unique twist to it somewhere along the line.
From what you've seen so far, Kurt, once Wayne's back is turned and we've paid off security, what would you be dashing down the road in?
Man, I'm a Porsche guy. I would love to own a good, well, he's got a Carrera GT over here, so that's very cool. Once I got to drive a 918 in Germany last year.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and that was unbelievable. On the Autobahn at like 220 k's, we couldn't go much faster than that, but geez, it was something else, man. It was great.
Well, it is an extraordinary collection. The one I really like is actually right behind us. That's the DeLorean. You might remember it from Back to the Future, into the car and back in time. It's pretty much like getting a flight into Pietermaritzburg. So we've had a look at the museum and the extraordinary collection of cars, and I promised you I'd bring you out to see this fabulous track they have here, but I've got some extra good news for you.
What?
First of all, we're actually going to go out on the track. We've got a couple of souped-up Toyotas.
We're going to go
and drive. But then there's one other thing. What was that car you said in there that you really, really liked, your absolute number one car?
The Porsche Carrera GT.
Kind of one that looks a bit like that.
Yeah.
So Wayne's behind the wheel of that. You're going to jump in the passenger seat and he's going to take you for a high-speed lap around here. How's that sound?
Wayne's going to take me on.
In your favourite car of all time?
Okay, you speak to the camera, I'll go.
I think we've got the happiest man in South Africa.
Holy baloney! That was the best night of my life! Ready to go! Ready! Let's go!
So this has been an extraordinary morning on a beautiful day in Franschhoek. We've looked at some incredible cars, we've been out on the track driving ourselves, and then what a way to wrap it up, Kurt Schoonraad, in your dream vehicle.
It was just two wet spots where my eyeballs clapped the window as we went around the... It was just brilliant. It was, thank you, Wayne.
It was quick, but it wasn't that fast.
Hey, as you drove past, it almost sounded, you were driving, Kurt was in the passenger seat, it almost sounded like there was some slightly younger, feminine squealing.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think that might have been me, yeah. Yep.
I was actually going to phone Porsche and said there's a funny noise coming from the release bearing.
Thank you very much, Wayne. Scared the Polonia out of me.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. I enjoyed having you in the car.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. You've got a wonderful collection of cars. It's a perfect track out here. You've given us a brilliant day, and I think it's safe to say, with apologies to Mrs. Schoonraad, this has probably been the best day of your life.
Oh, it so has. I'm like a flea in a carpet, Dan. Thank you kindly.